This week on Boring Gear Reviews, we have the Stampede from Hungry Robot. Thanks so much to Eric from Hungry Robot for sending me the Stampede. So Hungry Robot is a pedal effects company founded in 2012, and they are based out of Holland, Iowa. The Stampede is an awesome, glitchy, gated, square wave fuzz with a very simple two-knob control. So the large knob is controlling the output of the pedal while it's on, and the small knob is controlling the sensitivity. So the more counterclockwise, kind of the weaker the signal is before it hits the CMOS chip, and then the more clockwise, the more aggressive and intense that signal will be as it enters the chip. The higher you turn it, you'll enter in some self-oscillation territory as well. There's a fixed 3-band EQ with a low pass and a high pass, and then a very slight mid-scoop. For today's demo, I'm using my 1960 Gibson Melody Maker, and this has Lawler Melody Maker-sized P90s. As always, I'll be running into my UAD Apollo X6 and using the soft tube JMP 2203 amp sim. So for this first clip, you'll hear my clean tone, and then we'll engage the Stampede. And here we're going to have the volume set around 230, and then the sensitivity a little past 9. And this will give a somewhat traditional, really thick square wave fuzz. What I love about this setting is you get this really massive, somewhat gated, thick fuzz pushing while still maintaining a lot of note separation. So you get a lot of dynamics and articulation, even though it's this huge, almost wall of sound pushing. One thing to note here is the balance between thick chords and higher single notes. It balances really well. Sometimes with fuzzes like this, you get either like muddy low end or kind of really shrill or weak high end. You know, if it's extra strong in the low end, sometimes the high end tends to fall off, or if it's really kind of brittle up in the top end, you kind of lose a lot of low end. But the way it's EQ'd with that fixed EQ just creates a beautiful balance. There's no wrong side of the EQ here. It's really great. And for this next clip, we're going to roll back the volume to around 1 o'clock and boost the sensitivity to about 3. So this will be a bit more glitchy and synth-like, and then we're going to engage the Caroline guitar company Parabola. If you'd like to see a full demo of the Parabola, click the link right here. And finally, we're going to have all of that running into the CXM 1978 by Chase Bliss Audio and Maris. And this will be set as like a very large plate reverb. And if there's a pedal combination that I truly love, it is glitchy, synthy fuzz, hard tremolo, and huge reverb. So in the first section, it'll just be the Stampede. Then when we kick on the Parabola, you'll hear kind of like a moderately paced tremolo, albeit very deep. And then in the second section, we're going to double the speed, so it'll be crazy choppy, and you'll hear how cool this combination is. And then with the reverb over it, it's gorgeous. Enjoy. And in this last clip, we're going to max out everything on the Stampede. So this will be full volume and full sensitivity. One thing to note here is when we get into this territory, we're going to get some self-oscillation. You'll hear it when I do more kind of starting and stopping with my playing. But the other thing to note is where that oscillation comes in is dependent on both of these knobs. So just because you have the sensitivity all the way up, it doesn't mean you're always going to self-oscillate. You can roll back the volume and that'll change that interaction as well. That will be going into the Chase Bliss Audio Thermae, and this will be doing some delay with some pitch sequencing. And we're going to keep the CXM 1978 going as well on that same huge plate reverb setting. So this is a super glitchy tone that I truly love. The way the pitch and sub-octave stuff is happening with the Stampede and then into the Thermae, which is doing a bunch of pitch sequencing, was like incredibly exciting to play. And that'll do it for the Stampede from Hungry Robot. I honestly feel that this pedal is kind of a no-brainer. All of Hungry Robot's stuff is made extremely well, it looks great, and is really, really creative and inspiring to play. The Stampede comes out today, and it's only $100. Honestly, it's a short list of pedals that are this fun, this inspiring, this well made for $100. So if you like what you heard, click the link in the description below and check out the Stampede and the rest of his work on his website. And that'll do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, please feel free to hit that subscribe and like and notification bell and all that stuff if you like what you saw. And I will see you next week for another video. Peace.